weighing down your spirits. As it stands, it has you at your limit. You have been captured by its chains. No way you can run from all the trouble. Every second life is now a struggle, but you'll fight long as you remain. For in the deep dark ravine, down in debris, hope still abides, although it pieces. Your hands shall uncover that prize buried under. Once it's obtained, then the world can be changed. Fighting gold to those who reach for their goals. The only ones who shine the brightest focus on the virtue they hold. Before they die in their glow, even up against the mighty, you'll always keep on fighting. You're the ones who have the most valiant souls. Fighting gold.
Man, these past few weeks have certainly been eventful. Don't you think so, Zero?
Tell me about it. Ever since the tournament, it's just been one thing after another. I just can't catch a break. Okabe, I've been meaning to ask you this. Do you ever find yourself worried that in spite of all the time you put into training, you'll end up forever behind everyone else?
What's brought this on?
I know it's been a while since that mission, but after seeing Goatee, Swen, and Scar in action, not to mention all that's been going on with Swen and Scar in particular, it's just... Sometimes I feel like I'm not cut out for this job.
I get what you mean. Though, if I can be honest, I haven't put that much thought into it at all.
Wait, what?
Sorry, that's a poor choice of words on my part. What I mean to say is, I don't really let it drag me down so much. True, those thoughts can be a heavy weight, but I deal with heavy weights all the time. I'm a fighter, after all. The point is, Zero, if you let those thoughts drag you down, then you have even less of a chance of catching up to everyone else. Doubt, especially in yourself, will only hold you back. Trust me when I tell you this, Zero. You have just as much a right to be a part of this team as the others do. I heard about what happened with Swen. You didn't hesitate to come to the aid of your friend, even if it put you in harm's way. If that doesn't prove that you have what it takes to be a time patroller, then I don't know what does. There is absolutely no doubt about it, my friend. You are a time patroller and you belong with us on Team X.
You're right, Okabe. I really needed to hear that. Thank you.
Anytime, Zero. Anytime. Now, sappy time is over. We only got 10 days left until our big mission, so we're gonna get to training every day until then.
The chains of life. the manifestation of my key nature. It allows me to restrict my opponent's movements. I can think of a million ways to use this. But something feels off. Back when I fought the Kaito, my ki felt unstable. My aura felt like it was growing alongside my anger and bloodlust. My ki burnt twice as bright, but half as long. I don't even want to think about what had happened if I hadn't gone Super Saiyan back there. Yet, somehow, with my drained energy, I somehow pushed so far with my sever technique. I can't help but feel scared, but excited at the same time. There's still so much I don't know about this place. Yet I find myself eager to learn more.
The nurses at the hospital told me you'd be here. You've been sneaking out here to train.
It's not like that, Patroka. I just wanted a peaceful space. Somewhere I could think.
If there's something bothering you, then tell me what it is. You should be able to open up to me. Not just as a teammate, but as a friend.
There's still so much I don't know yet. I feel like I'm dragging behind while everyone else is sprinting ahead. And I'm sick of it.
This is about your key nature, isn't it?
How did you...
I took a look at your injury report shortly after you were admitted. You had numerous visible blisters on your palms and wrists, a telltale sign of ki exertion. You let your pride get to the better of you, and you pushed yourself too far!
I know, Patroka, and I'm sorry. It was the only way. I needed to get stronger.
Do you ever take 5 minutes to think of someone other than yourself? You're part of a team now, Scar. Strength is a group effort. If you're off killing yourself trying to win some kind of power race, then the strength of the team is forever crippled. That's not even factoring in how your teammates would feel if something happened to you. I nearly lost you, Scar. I've been worried sick about you.
Patroka,
I'm not losing anyone else! Never again!
Patroka, who did you lose?
My parents. 10 years ago, they embarked on a very dangerous mission, and it cost them their lives.
Enrolled here, dirtbag. So why do I keep seeing you looking at us while we're leaving school?
I just like seeing everyone. Taking their backpacks with their books and homework, coming home and doing work to come back and do it all over again. I want to do that too. I want to learn and use what I learned to help people. Just like my mom and dad.
Do you honestly think this school would accept someone like you? Just look at yourself. Filthy. You're covered in dirt and you smell like you haven't showered in months. Just get out of here before I force you to.
Leave me alone!
Why would you even think about raising a hand at this girl? I'm disappointed in you, Coda.
Miss E.G., I was just trying
Trying to break this young lady's spirit? I overheard the whole thing, Coda. One of our virtues is to lead by example. And what you're doing is anything but. I'll be sure to let your parents know that this is how you'd prefer to behave. Now, apologize to her and get going.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean it.
Are you all right, child? I am so sorry you had to go through that. I don't know what's gotten into him. Now, let's see if we can find your parents. What's your name?
My name is Patroka. My parents are gone. They died several months ago. I don't have anybody else. I want my own.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Patroka. My name is Reiko Iji. I'm an instructor at the school here. If you truly have no one, then how about you stay with me? I have a lot of books and space at home. I heard you wanted to learn about this world to help others, and I want to help you achieve that goal.
Really?
It would be my honor. You remind me a lot of myself, you know. And I am a firm believer in giving second chances to people who deserve it. So, what do you say, Patroka?
Yes! Thank you so much!
I later learned that Reiko lost her son to a demon attack. From what she told me, he was only 17. She knew my grief, and I think that's part of why she took me in. I can't imagine where I'd be now if I didn't have her to help me.
Patroka, I'm sorry. I didn't know you. Why are you crying?
Because it hurts! Damn it!
What hurts?
My heart, asshole! Those kind words you say to me don't mean anything when I know that you're lying to me. What are you hiding from me? You're a good fighter, Scar, but you're bad at hiding what's obvious. You and Swen seemingly appeared out of thin air and have acted strange ever since. I think I'm owed an explanation.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
So Planet Raspberry is nothing then.
Fine. I'll tell you.
I'm listening.
everything I've got. Part of chaos. Nay. Palm. Go! Here it comes. Whoa. Back then, what happened? What the? It feels like I just stepped into an industrial oven. What are you doing, kid? Hideo! 2,000 degrees?
The temperature has been reset.
Are you trying to turn yourself into fried ape? Out of all the weird people my daughter could have met, she had to pick the weirdest of them all. Looking over the fact that you nearly became a deep-fried Saiyan, how's the training coming along?
It's incredible. I've managed to multiply my flame output by a crazy insane amount. In such a short time, too.
Try to remember that you're still fresh out the hospital. I've no clue how you managed to fully recover in just a day, but you shouldn't overwhelm yourself. Take it easy, alright?
But I can't quit now. If I keep going at this rate, I'll make it to the 10 in no time.
All of this just to make it to the 10. Good grief. In that case, there's something I need to tell you.
Huh? What is it?
On this path to become a time patroller, worthy enough to be part of the 10, it's critically important to remember this one thing.
Wait, why are you getting so serious all of a sudden?
Because that's how serious it gets. When you get out on the field, I need you to make a promise to yourself.
Okay. What kind of promise?
No matter what you hear, and no matter what situation you're in, you must never abandon what makes you human. Ever!
But I'm not a human.
Being born to Earthlings has nothing to do with being human. It doesn't come from blood or heritage. Humanity resides within your soul.
Humanity resides in my soul?
That's right. And that's not the only thing. Demons may be creatures of darkness, but darkness has its roots within every living being. Think of our soul as a scale of sorts. On one end of the scale, we have the light, the part of us that upholds our virtues, the part of us that drives us to do what we can to help others without expecting anything in return, what drives us to do good. On the other hand of the scale, there exists darkness, madness, chaos, and evil. Like a poison or an infestation, the darkness attempts to spread over our entire being and snuff out the light. More often than not, it'll do just that, and you won't realize it until it's too late. The most important thing to remember is that the scale must never tilt too much to one side. The soul must live in balance.
Okay. I think I get it.
Swen, I want you to answer this question. Let's say someone you know very well has been hurt by another time patroller, to the point where they can never live a normal life again. After you hear this news, what do you do?
Well, I guess it would depend on the value of the person.
Let's say that it's someone close to you. What will you do?
In that case, I don't know what I'd do. But if I happen to find the person who did it, I think I'd hurt them. I'd hurt them really bad. I'd even consider killing them.
This kid. I can tell he sees the world in black and white like a child. But I can sense something monstrous within this boy. It'd be extremely dangerous if all that bottled up emotion dispersed at the wrong time. To think I once wondered why I even bothered training the boy. But it's all becoming clear to me now. I know how cold this world can be, especially on a kid. Children need someone powerful in their life, somebody who has good intentions for them. I don't know much about this kid. But I get the feeling he needs me.
Mr. Xebec said we should work on getting to know each other better. Great. He already doesn't want to talk to me.
Don't bother wasting your time with Kisaki. You'd be more likely to hold a conversation with the palm of your hand than with him.
That's some irony coming from you, Vale. I don't care if you want to talk my ear off, but you should realize that talking won't mean shit in battle.
But Mr. Xebec said since this tournament involves team battles, then we should work to get to know each other. You know, in case we end up teaming up.
Like I'd ever choose either of you to be my teammates.
Sticking to your bodyguard as usual? Sounds like a lack of self-confidence to me.
Stop it, both of you! We're supposed to be helping each other, not fighting. Look, why don't we just take a moment to introduce ourselves and go from there? I'll go first. As you guys already know, my name is Kinami Yugen, sister to Queen Drea, 5th of the 10. I don't have any other family. My mother grew ill and passed away after leaving my dad alone to look after me and Drea. My dad left me and Drea on our own. I was only 10 years old, I think grief came too much for him.
Anyway, that's enough of my story. How about you, Vale?
My name is Vale Ronan. I was one of the poor bastards who lost their family on November 26th, over 10 years ago. My father, Ide Amaros, was on that fateful mission when he lost his life alongside my aunt and cousin that day. The only one to survive that attack was my uncle.
Your uncle? Hideo Amaros? Seat number 6 on the 10?
That good-for-nothing waste of life doesn't deserve to have his name spoken. He's nothing more than a selfish bag of flesh that doesn't give a damn about anyone but himself. Father would spend days telling stories about how much of a selfish prick he was. And it's because of him that I have no one left. If it weren't for Xebec, I wouldn't be here right now.
What about your mom? What happened to her?
My mother? She stopped being my mother after my father died. When he died, it was like she flipped that damn switch. She would go on and on about how much she hated my father and how she only put up with him for my sake. She never gave a damn about me. And it became very apparent soon after Father's death. One day, I overheard her talking to her filthy frost-demon lover about me.
I can't take it anymore, Hendo. Every time I look at him, I see that bastard's face. I can't keep putting up with him.
Ifumi, it's okay. You needn't worry anymore. Ide is gone now. He can't hurt you now.
I know, but...
We finally have the chance to have the family we always wanted. You can abandon any trace of Ide from your body and mind. Leave the boy here and come with me. Ifumi Ronan, will you marry me?
Yes, Hendo. With my everything. Yes.
My stomach churns every time I think about that day. My own mother, my blood, betrayed me for some slimy lizard freak. Not long after the proposal, they threw me out and left me for dead. I had no home, no other family to turn to. Just me and the growing hatred I'd been feeling. I had to resort to begging and thievery to survive. I was lost. And with the way my life was going, only two outcomes awaited me. An endless amount of suffering or death. It was then that I met the man that brought us all together.
Jackpot. 300 Zenny. I can finally...
Long brown hair, light brown eyes, and a knack for pickpocketing? Is it truly you, Vale?
Who is he? Who is he? How do you know my name?
I'm not here to hurt you. I merely wish to speak with you. You're the striking image of him, you know? Your father, Ide Amaros.
So, you knew my old man?
Yes, I knew him well, and I'll tell you all about him. But first, I'm going to need you to fill me in on your situation. What happened, Vale? Where's your mother?
She abandoned me and ran away with one of those filthy frost demons. How could she?
Your hatred is understandable, but you cannot let it consume you. You must channel that hatred and express it in other ways. With that being said, how would you like to stay at the Paldea orphanage? A kid with your potential deserves a fair chance to show the world what he's really got to offer. So what will it be? Will you join? Or will you be consumed by your hatred?
I'll join. Just tell me everything about my dad.
Fine. We have ourselves a deal.
Wow, Xebec really took you all under his wing?
You could say that. Though we rarely got to see the guy. I spent most of my time reading and watching Yukata and Tomato Paste here beat the hell out of each other.
So, you both grew up together. That's cool. You're like brothers.
Like hell we are! As if that embarrassment could ever call himself my brother.
The only embarrassment here is you, Kisaki. Last time I checked, you got your ass handed to you by a human at the last tournament.
Oh, really? I don't want to hear you say a word about the tournament, quitter. Face the facts. Vale, you're pathetic. And you always will be.
Is that so? Very well then. How about we figure out which of us is truly pathetic?
What are you getting at, Vale?
A contest. Xebec said the tournament will follow 2v2 rules. So why don't we make it interesting? You and I will have an all-out battle, here and now. Whoever wins the battle will get to pick their teammate for the tournament.
Perhaps I was wrong about you, Vale. You're an even bigger idiot than I realized. Thinking you could stand a chance against the likes of me? You haven't even harnessed your key nature yet. But fine, I'll go along with your little contest. But I don't want to hear it from you when I crush your Saiyan pride under my fist.
As bold and confident as ever, Kisaki. I'll only leave you with a warning. It's not wise of you to underestimate me. But hey, look on the bright side. Yukata's not here to see the beating you're about to receive.
Freya, what did you sign me up for?
That's enough talking! Come at me!
While Team X prepares themselves for their upcoming time patrol, Vale and Kisaki begin their contest of strength and power. Who will be the one to claim victory in this fight? And how will Team X spend the next 10 days preparing for their expedition that awaits them? Find out on the next exciting episode of Dragon Ball XENO-X.
Dark side in my heart is something that can never ever be wiped away. I don't care, no I don't give a damn. I gave it my all with my own two hands. The path I avoided deep within is looking like my only option. It's time for me to go at it myself. Destiny I hid inside, I can't achieve it, kills my pride. I'm in my world, and I can't hear the sound of a distorted world falling. It won't be tomorrow if we all crumble now. I won't throw it all away, I won't say goodbye, precious love. Destiny I hid inside, I can't achieve it, kills my pride. I'm inside, I don't have any fears.